I'm Steve Brown. I'm guitarist and manager from Moving Pictures Rush Tribute, and we're playing at the Garage in Glasgow on Saturday, 19th of August. Yeah, the Glasgow Garage, we're so looking forward to it. This is going to be our biggest gig to date on home turf with another local guys who are good buddies, and we're really looking forward to it. There'll be two Rush tributes playing that night, ourselves and fellow Scottish Rush tribute CLOCKWORK Angels. And between both bands, we're going to cover every era of Rush. There'll be at least one song played off every original studio album. Moving Pictures, we'll be playing the entire Moving Pictures album. So we're doing that whole album plus other obscure tracks and hits and classics. We're bringing all the toys out. We've got the double neck guitars and the big drum kits and everything you expect to see from Rush. Well, I started in Moving Pictures about 10 years ago. It was back then it was called the Tobes of Hades, which is a very deep, nerdy Rush tribute name. It's a great name. But when I joined with another couple of good friends of mine, I suggested we go for a name that's a little bit more obvious to the casual Rush fan. So that's been on the go for about 10 years, various lineups. But it's only in the last couple of years we have a lineup that is willing to gig as much as me. And just in this last year, let us say we've got the lineup and the ability to play as much as possible. And we're on about 47 gigs this year alone, including the Garage, including Canada at the end of August. And next year, we've got a couple of big things on the horizon. We're going to Brazil to play the Rush Fest Brazil in April. We're doing the Dutch Rush fan event in June, and we're also playing a few O2 Academy venues in the UK next year. This lineup, we are so proud. I'm very proud to have a top Geddy Lee in the shape of Owen DePoor. I met Owen about 3-4 years ago. He's a wonderful multi-instrumentalist, and so he's our Geddy Lee, and he is our jewel in the crown. But we also have a wonderful Jamie Dunleavy, a young lassie from St Andrews on the drums, and she is exceptional. Jamie, she came along to one of our gigs a couple of years ago, and at the time we were looking for someone to help out in the drum department, and she's got a few videos online. I saw those videos, I got in touch, and she said yes. So we're so grateful. I'm so grateful again to have Jamie working with us as well. The support of the fans to keep going. If we don't get the bums on the seats, then we can't continue. It's an expensive lark. This not just playing the band, but playing the Rush band. As I said earlier, we've got all the toys, and it'll be a while before we break even, put it that way. But it is a labour of love, and we just want to keep doing it for as long as we can. Rush fans are very committed, and they're quite diehard. A lot of them don't have time for tributes, which I can understand, but I've also heard from people who had that attitude that came to a Rush tribute concert, gig, show, whatever you want to call it, and loved it. They were blown away. So I would say to those fine folks that are big Rush fans that wouldn't go and see a Rush tribute, give it a chance. Just come along once and just see how you think, because I think you'll be amazed.
You can almost see the circuits blowing.
I'm not saying there's nowhere we're anywhere as on point as Rush themselves for accuracy, for the scale of the show and all that sort of thing. But to hear the songs that you're brought up with played in a smaller venues, because you do get better sounds than you did in the big arenas and the SECCs where Rush sold out for the last 30 years when they played in Britain. So I've had people say that to us before as well. I say this is the best I've ever heard Rush sound in live. But again, I'm not saying we're anywhere near like Rush themselves. Moving Pictures, CLOCKWORK Angels, The Garage in Glasgow, Saturday the 19th of August. It's a 6 p.m. kick-off. It'd be great to see you there. Come along and let's keep the spirit of Rush alive.